Hi students, today we are going to learn the poem Indian Weavers. This poem is written by the greatest Sarojini Naidu. She is called as Nightingale of India. She was born in 1879. She was a political activist, feminist and the first Indian woman who became the president of the Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in Indian struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale. So this poem, Indian Weavers, you will ask me, ma'am, what is so important about this poem? By reading the title, we don't think that it's an attractive poem. So let me be frank with you, let me be honest with you. Poetry is not all about being attractive, being very sweet every time. It's about the sensitivity level also. When something touches to the heart of the poet or poetess, she is motivated to write down about it. It is not always for the entertainment purpose. It is for making you people means making you student aware of the sensitivity level and about social awareness also. So you will ask me, what is about social awareness in this poem, ma'am? So I'll ask you one question. Have you ever thought about the weaver? I mean, the kind of clothes you are wearing now. Have you ever thought that what kind of trouble he might be facing, the weaver in that factory might be facing in this trouble sometime? Have you ever thought? Might be when Sarojini Naidu had written this poem, she also must have thought about this question, that who is thinking about poor weavers? Nobody is thinking about them, because we think that they are not the most important part of the society. They are always neglected. They are not important to us. So why to think about them? That's why you people must be asking me that question. What's so important about that, man? It is important. There is a certain place the weaver is carrying in our life, and with utmost sensitivity she has explained all the three stages we go through in human life. Means our childhood, means the morning of life, evening, the merriment of our life when we get married and we see the dreams of our future life, and the old age when we go weaker and weaker day by day, year by year, and we fall ill and we go near to death, and someday we die. At that time also we need the cloth woven by weaver. So that is what the place and importance of the weaver is. That's why this poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. It's very simple poem, very simple poem. But what I told you is my interpretation about the poem. So let's start the poem now. In the first stanza, she says, "Weavers weaving at a break of day, weavers weaving at a break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay?" So at a break of a day means in the morning, they are weaving a garment. They are very happy weaving that garment. Why? Blue as the wing of a Hellsin wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. There is a newborn child in the village, and for that little girl or for that little boy, we are weaving the clothes, and that too, that cloth is blue, bright blue color, and that bright blue color is compared with the with the plums of kingfisher bird, means Helsing bird. So, morning of our life means the newborn. The life of a newborn means it's a beginning of the life. That's why it's so cheerful and energetic and so bright as the bird of a Halcyon, means kingfisher birds. Weavers weaving at the break of a day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a Helsing wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. And in the next stanza, she explains the youthfulness means when we dream about our future, our career, our personal life, when we get married. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Fall of night means it's an evening. Weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plums of a peacock, purple and green, like the plums of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. So they are weaving now in the evening. There is a marriage ceremony in the evening, and that's why they are weaving bright clothes having purple and green color like the plums of a peacock. मोरपंखी कलर आपण ज्याला म्हणतो. We weave the marriage veils of a queen. राणीचं लग्न आहे, राजकुमारीचं लग्न आहे, आणि म्हणून मोराच्या पंखासारखे ब्राईट ॲज द कलर ऑफ पीकॉक प्लम्स. सो हर garment she is going to wear for the marriage ceremony is so bright and so attractive. So it's a next phase. First is the birth of a child. Second is our young age, when we dream of every beauty and every merriment and every happiness in our life. And in the third and last stanza, there comes an old age when we become weak day by day. She explains very quietly. She says, weavers weaving solemn and still. Weavers are very solemn now. They are not talking to each other. They are very quiet. It's a chilled night. The night is very still. Nobody is talking to each other. Not a single voice is heard. They are very solemn, lonely, and the night is also still. Weavers weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in the morning? Moonlight chill. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? आता चंद्र आलेला आहे, आकाशात रात्र झालेली आहे, आणि एवढ्या रात्रीमध्ये, सो इन दॅट चिल्ड winter night, what are we weaving? We are freezing, and what are we weaving at the night? It's a night. Means what? It's an end of our life. Night here indicates the end of our life. That's why everybody is quiet. Night is also lonely. Solemnly they are weaving the cloth. For what purpose they are weaving the cloth? In the end, what kind of color we need? What do you think? What happens at the end of the day? At end of the life? What happens? What does our soul need? Our soul needs to be free from this life. So he starts his new journey. That's why he needs a different color, a color of freedom, which is the color of peace and freedom. We will see. White as feather and white as a cloud. We need peaceful white color. White as a feather and white as a cloud. White as a white colored cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. What are we weaving? We are weaving a shroud. A shroud that is called kafan in Hindi. मृत शरीरावर झाकण्यासाठी आपल्याला एक पांढरं कापड फक्त लागतं. बिकॉज ॲट द एंड our soul wants to be free. He gets free in that from that body, and he starts his new journey. So he doesn't means the soul doesn't want to get attracted towards any color. He just wants peace, and he starts the new journey of his life. So all these three phases has been described so beautifully by the poetess Sarojini Naidu, and in all these three phases we need the weavers. This is where the important place of the weavers lies. This is a very beautiful and lucid poem. So that is what the conclusion of the poem is. It is describing to us that the weavers, though they are humble and poor community of the society, but they are having their place in our life. So we should always be humble towards life, towards these laborers or these weavers or any kind of people who are working hard. We should be always humble towards them, because we are all equal. We are all equal, and we should respect their work, their contribution to the society and to the human life also. So this is what the conclusion of the poem is. And everything ends, means life also ends. So we should not be egoistic when we live our life.